Hello, everyone. Welcome and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from or at what time you are watching, if even if it's the replay. So, a very happy Saturday. And just before starting, if you are able to hear me, I just request you guys to type hi or type hashtag live. We are back again with an exciting episode of Meet the Coach. And today, I'm always excited, and I always feel that guests that I have on my show are really amazing. But there's something special about guests that I'm having today. So I'm really not going to take much time. It's just that I really need to make sure if you can hear me, just type hashtag hi or type hashtag live. And if you are watching this on replay, I'll request you guys to um, type hashtag replay and do let us know where you guys are joining us from. And today, yes, what my guest is doing is amazing in terms of their coaching, but their journey, that's really inspirational. And I think you all gonna enjoy meeting the guest today. Usually I don't go in details about the introduction, but this is something that I really wanted to do. My guest actually is a comparative health specialist, and they have done it. What attracted me towards their journey was not only that what they are helping their clients with, they have achieved massive success while having such transformation on their own journey. And just to share a brief resume, I don't know why I wanted to share that, but my today's guest is from the fitness industry, and they've been in this industry for I think almost 25 or more years. And I think they've they've done wrestling there. The special part is MMA, fighting, BJJ, purple belt, and has transformed more than hundreds of clients. So let me not waste time and just add my guest to the stream. Please welcome my guest, Clifford Starks. Hey, Clifford, can you hear me?
I can. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for having me on and thank you for the amazing introduction.
Well, thank you so much for your time. And yeah, I don't know why I am so excited about this interview. I am really inspired by your journey, and I think what you've been doing and the physical aspect of this is something that I have recently started taking action on this thing. I've been a couch potato, so I think I've never been one of those who are always into physical activities. I lost 16 kgs, but that was through diet change and lifestyle, around nutrition change, but I always found very difficult. But let me just not take more time if this is about you. So let's just quickly dive into it, and please tell us about a bit about yourself and how do you get into this.
Yeah, so ultimately my journey comes from one of challenges and one from overcoming those challenges and seeing
Hmm.
who you really are. And the first time you overcome a challenge, it actually makes you hungry to overcome more challenges because you see who you become when you overcome the
Hmm.
first one. And from that one, well, that's not always true. Some people actually they overcome it and then they get small. And some people overcome it and get bigger. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to grow and stretch and see how far I could go in my journey. And that's what
Hmm.
I've been doing ever since.
Wow, that's awesome. So can you just tell us a bit about your initial journey where you were participating in the sports, and how that transformed your career or your journey into where you are right now?
Yeah. So do you want me to start from the beginning on when I started sports or when I was trying to get in the UFC?
It's totally up to you. Your call.
Sounds good. So the first time I ever really did a sport was wrestling. And
Wow.
I did it was like a camp. And so there was no conditioning involved. I actually didn't know what conditioning was when I did it for the first time. And so I was enjoying learning the techniques. And then when the actual season started, they took
Hmm.
us like through the ringer I'm like, what the hell did we do? Like, are we getting punished for this? And one of the guys goes, that's conditioning. That's what we do every day for a season. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that was hard. Like, we're doing this on a regular basis. And yeah, that's what it was. And I learned what conditioning was very, very quickly.
Wow.
I didn't like it at first, but I learned to love it and embrace it because of the things that happens when you do put it into your practice.
Exactly, exactly. So, so, so when was that time where you wanted to shift that and wanted to start the transformation, working as a transformation coach? Or tell us a bit about what's competitive edge specialist? What do they do?
Yeah, so ultimately, what a competitive edge specialist is someone who is always looking to get that competitive edge. They're looking for more, better, faster. They
Hmm.
want more out of life. And it's not like I can have this thing, but I can't have this thing. It's like, why not have several things in life? Why not have the relationships that you want? Why not have the health that you want? Why not have the money that you want? You can have all of those things and then some, because when you do have those things, not only are you better for yourself, you're better for everybody that you align with too.
Hmm. That's so true. That's so true. And it's like it's a holistic thing. It's always a holistic thing that is needed. I mean, you cannot just say that you focus on one thing. I mean,
Yeah.
like I know when I needed to change and I needed to go for my health reason. I wanted to go through this weight loss journey, and
Mm-hmm.
although initially I focused on nutrition and everything, but I knew that there are other things that are involved, and without that, I'm not going to succeed. And
Yeah.
eventually, I mean, yes, initially I had to take those small steps, focus on one thing, and then move to another, and eventually I'm on that journey where I'm now trying to get back all that where I mean I was lacking. So yeah. So okay, so we got the idea of about what this competitive edge specialist is and what it's all about. So tell us a bit about, I mean, the whole journey of working, and what was that one thing that helped you succeed or help you go on?
The one thing, um,
Yeah.
if I had to give it anything, and it's interesting because I'm gonna generalize. Well, I'm gonna go specific, and then I'm gonna generalize, and then go specific again. But the one thing that
Hmm.
gets me to where I need to go is my heart. Like I have enough heart
Hmm.
to do the things that I need to do. I have the passion, and it burns. And I feel that's such an important component to move through barriers that you don't want to go through. With that
Yeah.
being said, you mentioned the holistic approach, the
Yeah.
holistic approach. And it's a lot of people are in the mindset piece right now. And your mind's important,
Hmm.
but so are your lungs. And so is your liver. And so is your kidneys.
Yeah.
You need to take care of the entire engine. And
Hmm.
that's what I kind of stand by. Even as I went through my fitness journey and I went into fitness and then focusing more on the mind and now focusing on the business and putting them all together and saying, oh, you need every piece. And it doesn't mean to focus on every piece at the same time. It means to focus on what you can control and where you can get better and trim the fat, as you may say. But the more you do that, the better and better you get on your journey, and the more and more you can stretch into new possibilities and new realities.
Yeah. That's awesome. And how that has helped, I mean, how using all that, you use that for your client? I mean, how do you translate all this when you're working with clients? And also do share a bit light on who do you work with?
Yeah, yeah. So the focus that I'm working on currently is entrepreneurs, teachers, and also mental health advocates. The
Okay.
way I go about really working with them is I listen very closely because life is organic, it is customized. There is not a one size fits all. So if I don't take the
Yeah.
time to listen into what words they're saying and what and how they're believing the words that they are saying, I can't do
Yeah.
anything. I learned that early on in my fitness journey because I wanted to literally jump into people's bodies and do it for them because I'm like, it's easy, just do this. Um, but I learned that you can't jump into a person's body. But when you
Exactly.
listen close enough, they'll tell you the secrets that you need to help them move forward.
Mm, yeah, that's really powerful. And and like you said, I mean, you work with entrepreneurs, you work with teachers. So, um, can you tell us a bit about what sort of challenges you help them overcome, or what sort of challenges they usually come up with that you really help them figure it out? Because yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So one would be confidence. And
Mhm.
people would think that certain people are confident in what they
Mhm.
do, and it's true, you're everyone's confident in what they do. But confidence in
Yeah.
what you do and being confident are two very different things. I need people to be confident in self, to be able to
Yeah.
adapt and adjust and change. That's the confidence I'm looking for. Because if you're
Yeah.
confident in doing the same thing over and over again, but that thing isn't working for you anymore, then that's not
Mhm.
true confidence. That's just being confident in that one thing that you do. And so I challenge
Yeah.
people on a regular basis, make them look within and say, like, yeah, you're confident in this one thing that you do, but why aren't you doing those things over there? Well,
Yeah. So it's like having the mind gym thing going on with your clients. So it's not, I mean, just the physical gym or physical
yeah,
sports.
yeah,
You take them on a mindset gym or something like that.
absolutely, absolutely. Like we're so loaded and filled with potential that
Hmm.
when the certain processes are put together, certain systems are put together, they get to see just how far they can ride this out, and they surprise
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. That's so true. I think it's very important that we not just visualize, but we kind of see ourselves being where we want to be,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, really get the idea of that in detail. I mean, I'm working with a coach. I mean, we all, as a coach, we all need to work with coach, and
Mm-hmm.
that helps us and helps us explore new things and evolve. And I did this one activity where it's like, I mean, you are visualizing your ideal perfect day, or a day when, I mean, you sorted everything out, and now what's that day look like? And just going through that activity was so powerful that, I mean, it really brought everything in front of me that, hey, this is the destination that I am looking for. And even when I thought I had clarity, but doing that activity and going through that gave me some areas where I potentially haven't seen the loopholes or the barriers, and going through that activity actually helped me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So quickly, I mean, you mentioned, I mean, taking your clients through that. So I believe you are planning something, a boot camp sort of a thing. Can you just share a
Yeah.
bit about that? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 5 day boot camp and it's going to focus on their mind, their body, and their business. And it does focus on getting the mindset right first.
Mhm.
And there's a process and practices and exercises that you can do to really get your mindset on track. And then from there, we got to take care of the body too, because the
Mhm.
body won't do much or the mind won't do much without a healthy body. And I know a lot of entrepreneurs aren't necessarily looking to get six packs, but they're looking to be in shape and they're looking to have some energy.
Mhm.
Go that way, buddy. Okay, bud.
That's good.
So ultimately, when your body's in the right place, your mind's going to be in the right place as well. They go hand in
Yeah.
hand. And the business, I actually didn't know this until I got out of fighting and I started
Mhm.
becoming an entrepreneur and going through the process. Tyson, you're not listening. Okay, go downstairs, baby boy. Go see mommy, okay?
Mommy trying to talk.
She's what?
Mommy trying to talk.
Okay. So with
That's
the
it.
business, with the business, it's it's kind of like the lifeblood, when you do it right. And my whole
Yeah,
thing is I'm like, wow, I'm gonna go people over profit. It's gonna be people first because if you take care of people, the profit comes. And when the profit comes, you can help the
that's it.
people even more. And it's a
Yeah,
interesting flowing effect. When you can flow it correctly, everybody
yeah,
wins.
yeah. That's so true, and I really love the flow of it as well. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's first the mind that really is what you need to work on, and I totally
Mhm.
agree. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur myself for 3 years now. I've been in the industry for 10 years, and I know how much impact it creates when you start focusing on your body and you are trying your best or doing everything to keep it healthy. And that's how, I mean,
Mhm.
once that work is done and how you are going to translate that into business, that's awesome. So and can you share a bit about the date and other things about this program? When is it happening, and
Yeah,
some
so it's
more
going to
details
be
about this?
happening May 10th. Um, it's free for anyone to join. So if they do want to join me on my Facebook or go onto even my group, I'm going to be announcing it there. I don't have the specific times yet, but I was going to have it in the morning, probably Pacific time, and there was going to be a Q&A in the evening as well. And it's just to help people move forward on their journey and see if I'm a good fit for them.
Yeah, yeah, I understand, and I think it's best. I mean, because we are streaming this live on Facebook, so there is a thread
Mhm.
where this is streaming. So what I'll do is, after the interview, I'll tag you, and then you can share your contact details or however you want people to connect with you. I believe you have a calendar link as well that you shared. I can just show
Mhm.
it over here, but
Yeah.
you can just share that over there along with the link of your Facebook group. So this is your Calendly link, and this is your Facebook group. I've
Mhm.
recently joined. This is for the audience. I've recently joined his group, and I am really enjoying it. Not because of, I mean, just being there, but it's like the amazing value that Clifford is providing. I was just telling him I actually watched a live that he did yesterday, and it was amazing. There were so many golden nuggets in that only if you, by listening to those few, I mean, that was for few minutes. So it's like, I mean, you can listen to the that on the go, and it was such a natural way of doing that, that I was doing something, and at the same time I was listening it. And I mean, I would say that was totally awesome. So yeah, uh, so here's the group link, and the 5 day challenge is called change your mind body business bootcamp. Clifford will be sharing more details about that, uh, along with the link to connect with him. uh, any parting thoughts, Cliff?
Yeah, ultimately, one, I appreciate you, Adele. Thank you for having me on. And the journey's a fun one. We keep doing what we get to do. It was interesting as an athlete and even a competitive edge specialist. Take what you do seriously, don't take yourself too seriously. Drive in life and do the best that you can. Yeah, do the best that you can.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a
Yeah,
stern, straight face all the time. You don't have to be
yeah.
like, I gotta get this. You can enjoy the
uh,
journey.
Exactly. Like stuff happens, and they
Yeah.
will keep on happening, and that's a sign of growth. I always say that I
Mhm.
always start questioning myself when things get too comfortable. So
Mhm.
it's like either I'm playing small, or it's like things have become so routine that I think I have stopped taking chances. So I mean, this is very important. So I really love
Yeah.
it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I understand uh, you've been busy. So I really appreciate you taking time out.
Yeah.
And to our audience, please connect with him. Reach out to him. If you can book a call. He'll be sharing the link of that. He has an amazing Facebook group. Do join that. And a mastermind is coming. It's on May 10th. It will be Monday, I think, a week after this coming week. So you can definitely, I can say, I mean, there will be a lot of value that you will find. So do join. And
Thank you.
till next week, we and if sales is something that you are struggling with, tune in next week with another amazing guest. It will be same time, so it will be Saturday 1 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Eastern time. So do join us next week, and we'll be back with another amazing coach. Till then, have fun. Bye bye. Take care.
Appreciate it, everyone.